Hey, this one is to the folks out there who feel like they are living in the Twilight Zone, that nothing makes sense, that they lost friends and family members during the whole election hoopla to the other stuff going on. This one is for you. I'm going to share with you some information, and then I'm going to give you some actionable steps that will help you. The first thing is, a lot of people don't realize that anxiety, free-floating anxiety that you can't readily attach to something. Say, if a lion is about to eat you, then you understand the cause for your anxiety. When a fear comes along that you can attach an anxiety to, it is almost a relief. If you've been trapped in a BS job, your relationship sucks, you can't find any meaning in your life, I recommend watching the window washing scene in The Matrix, where he's just watching this guy clean the windows and he thinks, what the hell? This is so crazy. Well, when you're given an opportunity to attach your anxiety to something, then a lot of times that's a relief, because you can be part of a collective. You suddenly have meaning. There are steps you can take to feel like you belong, to feel like you're a good person. That's very seductive. So have some empathy for the people that you feel like are hypnotized or asleep or can't see the truth. There's very valid reasons to want to be part of a collective and to resolve some of these unnameable anxieties that plague you for so long. So in any society, there's a good 30% of people like that. They tend to be very vocal. They tend to have a lot of the same views. They have a real trust in government and authority. Then there's another 30% who tends to be on the opposite spectrum. They want to see everything in facts. They want the data to back up what someone's telling them. They tend to be very individualistic. And they're not quite as loud. They tend to be more polite. They want to sway people with verifiable information. They tend to not be fearmongers. So that's that 30%. So you have two groups that equal about 60% of the population. The rest are either don't care, will try to keep the peace, try to follow along, try to fly below the radar. And that tends to be the group that have people looking for something. I want to talk to you. First off, find a place to speak your truth. It is such a relief to share your truth. I will tell you, Facebook, any place that tells you that it is free for you to share your thoughts is not free. You're the product. You're going to have to get over the mindset of that. You're going to have to look for places that you value what someone is presenting and you're willing to Show that you value it by supporting their work. One good place is Locals. You can talk to me there. I will give you some other communities that I think are great and span just all manner of beliefs. The Fantasy Group, amazing. Gothics, amazing. You want someone who really researches and looks for facts and is very analytical, choose your place. At Padres, he's wonderful. Wonderful. He shares a lot of wisdom. Rubin Report is pretty cool. But there are places for you. You don't have to be alone. And you can build community. You can build true friendships. You can build valuable relationships. And there are places for that. You do not have to stay on a platform that uses you. Also, I want you to consider building a life where if they shut down the internet tomorrow, you will not be in fear. You will have books, you'll have water, you'll have enough food that you don't feel like such terror that if everything goes dark, you're okay. You have some things to stave off the panic. That's a big one. Community, feeling self-reliant. Those are two really, really big ones. And also, if you're afraid that we are headed towards an authoritarian government and you don't want to be in it, find parallel ways to live. There are job boards for everyone. There are communities like I've told you. There are ways to show that life is meaningful. Actually go to a food bank and help. There are so many valid organizations that are trying to help people. Help in hurricane relief. Help in feeding the little kids. Find something that is truly meaningful to you and put your heart in it. Learn a new skill. Find a hobby. You do not have to feel alone and adrift. There are people out there that will welcome you with open arms. There are a lot of people who do not feel the need to believe exactly as you believe and still care about you. Lots of people. So this message, I hope you find heart in it. You can live through way more than you think you can live through. Things may get rough. Prepare as best you can. Take at least some of that anxiety away. Meet your neighbors. Have empathy for people who do not believe the same as you. If you don't believe in what's going on in public school, find a way to speak out or exit the system. There is always a choice and there is always a resolution. You are not alone. You are not without choices. And I guess that's what I want to leave you with.